deck. Yeah, so there's a Bolt Axe split in the sideboard, and the reason for this is if you draw too many, I think you want 4 pieces of really cheap interaction for other aggressive decks, but at the same time, Lightning Axe in multiples has diminishing returns because we only have so many cards we want to put into the graveyard. The UK is plus 6 hours for me, I believe. So my 11 a.m. start times are 7 p.m. UK, and my 9 a.m. start times are 5 p.m. Ingature could be interesting. I saw some people played that card. I saw some people had played that card. No, I am Central Standard Time, Cornfield time. Bridge from Below is a weird one. Iscian's very good. It needs a land, but it's very good other than that. I definitely think you want 4 ways to take Rest in Peace and Leyline of the Void off the table. So I think if you wanted to fit Ingature into the sideboard, you would need to do so by cutting something else. And I'm not sure that I want to cut something else. Gengar, thank you very much for the 2-month resubscription. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here for another month. Yep, definitely leading on Neonate. Opponent is mulligan to 4. Tron, it could be a Mirror, could be Dredge. Tron, Bogles, and this deck are probably the ones that mulligan more than anything else in the format. I'm surprised they even played a card here, honestly. They mulled to 3. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Mirror, honestly. This deck mulligans a lot, and we went on a lot of mulligans to 5 yesterday. So definitely reward you for mulliganing aggressively. Unfortunately, Blood Crypt Faithless Looting's a lot of decks in Modern right now. Bind double Swamp. Okay, interesting. So we've got 2 shots to draw a land or a 0 mana creature to be able to put Vengevine into play next turn. I'm just going to assume this is a Mirror, right? Do we like just assuming it's a Mirror? I think I like assuming it's a Mirror. I feel like Mardu Pyromancer is less likely to mulligan as low as they did. I'm not just taking into the fact that... Oh, they showed us Swamps. They showed us Swamps. Swamps means it's probably not a Mirror. I want Leyline against every Faithless Looting deck regardless. That's very true. It's probably not a Mirror because of the Swamps. Good call. Good call. That's very... And these are really little things that you want to be able to try and pick out, right? Could be Goryo's Vengeance. That's probably the one. That deck mulligans a lot, too. Like, the fact that they mulliganed is information that we can derive stuff from. I'm gonna trim a Bushwhacker here. I'm just gonna, like, trim things here. I'm gonna go Gargadon, Hangboy, Bushwhacker out. Although Bushwhacker is very good against their back, if they Leyline us back. Grayons, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome. I don't want to overboard, chat. I'm just going to do this. And I really feel like you should almost never be boarding more than like 4 or 5 cards at most with this deck. No fear. No fear, chat. No fear, chat. Just gotta believe. Look. Okay. Yep. Looks like Grishoalbrand. The problem with that, Grayon, is that the synergy style decks like aristocrat decks tend to just not be very good in modern, in my experience. There's just too many moving parts that they're either too slow or they get picked apart. No, I'm not going to concede. You got like 1 or 2 more turns to draw things, and like they could potentially be on a draw that was like leaning into the graveyard and like can't do anything now. Yeah, they're definitely playing Grishoalbrand. Like if they're on a breach draw, they're going to kill us very quickly anyway, so might as well take draws here. Yeah, we have a good deal of turns here. Like, I'm like the king of conceding when we're out of the game, right? Like, I do it much quicker than most people. Like, this is a game that we're still very much in. Yeah, gosh, even Bridge from Below is a good draw here, right? Because we'd like bin Bridge this turn, and then like make 3/2 power guys the next turn. No, this is Goryo's Vengeance. But Red Black Temple could never mean Ad Nauseam. Ad Nauseam is not a red black deck. Okie doke. Yeah, Ad Nauseam's an Esper deck. The TT Ascendancy deck is really awesome. Any breached? This is probably a Shoal Pitch Something Splice Breach. Just Ritual Breach, sure. Good enough. Alright, so TT is thing in the Ice Ascendancy. You'll be able to find it on my YouTube channel. We played it earlier today. I'm actually going to add a page on my website with it as well tonight. I think Leyline's better than Brutality in this matchup. Oh, they don't get the worms. That's a good call. I forgot about that. Leyline does stop the death triggers. Good call. Jeez, chat. See, I let you get me. This hand is absurd. I 10 out of 10 forgot that's how that worked. Thank you for the reminder. Gosh. Now we're going to lose, and the deck should have been undefeated. Yeah, you lead on looting, you ditch these two, you floop 8, 10, 12, however many power into play on turn 2. Right on time. Leyline of the Void, welcome to the party. They could turn 2 us back. Very unlucky. Didn't find a third Vengevine. My opponent just typed welcome to modern in chat. God bless. Welcome to Thunderdome, people. You have the Goryo's Vengeance? Oh no! Oh no! Alright, come at me. The fact that we hit them for 8 here gives them a slightly more likely chance to brick. Listen, chat. Listen, this is turn 4, chat. I took 2 turns. They took 2 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn 4 format. That's what we say about modern, right? Simple math, chat. Can't you count? Stoneforge would have never let this happen. Why, Stoneforge, why? Why does it Neonate fly? Why is it menacing? I mean, it's a vampire, right? Shouldn't it fly instead of be menacing? Vampires fly, right? That's the Vorthos. As someone who's had most of their shoals in the bottom part of their deck before, we're going to make him do this. What will we complain about when they unban Stoneforge Mystic? Splinter Twin, duh. You think after they unban Stoneforge Mystic, we wanted something to complain about? Have you met Magic players? Are you new? Of course we're still gonna have something to complain about. Free my twins. The only thing Magic players like more than playing Magic, chat, is complaining about Magic. Come on now. Am I dead yet? Ooh, Manamorphose bodes well for us, chat. Anna, Manamorphose bodes well for us. Please be unlucky. Yes! No, stop! No, don't bin the Borborygmos. This has been Borby, isn't it? This has been Borby and reanimate him. Oh no. They're like, they've got so many cards in their hand. Oh no. Oh no. We're dead, chat. We're dead. Nobody quite hates Magic like Magic players hate Magic. Good games, opponent. Well played, well played, well played. Should have mulliganed harder for our Leylines. I was just so excited by turn 2 Vengevines, chat. I was just so excited for turn 2 Vengevines. Oh, Magic. Honestly, people, if folks are going to be playing something like this deck, Grishoalbrand becomes a better choice. It's very good at outlinearing people. All right, I'm going to lead on Faithless Looting here. I mean, okie doke. Oh, you know what? Am I supposed to wait? This is awesome. Put it in the queue again, please. And the donation there sounds good. JMP will do. Maybe I'm supposed to wait here. If I Faithless Looting next turn and hit a land, I could ditch this, go Stitcher Supplier into this. Yeah, we do have 8 of them, so hopefully we just, like, hit another. You too, Hyder. Good luck in the rest of your league. May your memes be strong. No, I don't think so. I think just, like, the chance of doing busted stuff is too high. What are Grishoalbrands? Yeah, spell-based tempo decks are bad matchups for Grishoalbrand. Decks that are being super interactive. This deck just, like, isn't even real life. It isn't even real life, chat. It isn't. Nice Mardu Pyromancer deck. Can I interest you in the better Blackcleave Cliffs deck? Didn't even hit a second Vengevine. Why are we so unlucky, chat? We only get 1 Vengevine on turn 2. Only get 1 Vengevine on... Gosh, why are we so unlucky? Just the unluckiest. Hey, at least this game lasted till turn 5, chat, okay? This game lasted till turn 5. They're gonna get 2 turns. We're not gonna kill them till our 3rd turn. Have you met my friend Bushwhacker? Have you met my friend Bushwhacker? This is adorable that we're still playing Magic, by the way. This is incredibly adorable. This deck is far more obnoxious than Hollowed One. As someone who's been tilted by Hollowed One many a times, this deck is far more obnoxious, and it's not particularly close. It is not particularly close. Alright, so I'm going to bring these in. I think I just cut the Hangarback Walkers. So, I don't think there's not a guarantee. Not all the Mardu decks play Leyline, which is weird. Which is weird to me, but they don't all play Leyline. So, especially because I'm up a game, I am not boarding in Destructive Revelry in the dark until I see Leyline, because this deck is just capable of winning fair games of Magic too. It is just, yeah, the sideboard here is very clean. They don't play Leyline, they probably have Bridge. There's people that don't play either of those cards. Now I'm gonna look it up. Okay, reported Mardu Pyromancer lists. Leyline's in 60% of them. Okay. Maybe I do want to hedge Leyline in the dark then. Maybe I do want some of these. How do you feel about this? I think I like this. This like keeps our core pretty intact here. That's true, Larynx. Golgari would be absurd here. Golgari Charm would be very, very good in this matchup. Huh. Easy mulligan here, non-functional and no Leyline. I think this is a keep. I'm not excited about it, but I'm pretty sure it's a keep. I'm gonna mute myself really quick while I eat my RSP brownie bar here. They're delicious. Oh no, chat. What if they take my bridge from below? What if they take my bridge? Levi, thank you very much for the 7-month free subscription. I appreciate that. And yeah, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 Destructive Revelry here. Yeah, I need to add that, JMP. I think it's just been so hectic because I was traveling the last 2 weeks that I really haven't been able to do anything. My small amounts of time that I've had, like, Monday night I put the new streaming computer together and stuff like that, but working on the website and stuff, so need to find an icon to do that, though. So, because they have Nihil Spellbomb here, and, like, while the Destructive Revelry was nice for forcing the pop on the Nihil Spellbomb, I'm actually going to board the Destructive Revelries out for Game 3, because Nihil Spellbomb likely means that they don't have Leyline of the Void in their deck, and I think we can just play through Nihil Spellbomb, or just get under it. Please cast a discard spell. 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 Come on. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Do it. Do it. You know you want to. You know you want to. Come on. Did you leave the Thoughtseize in your deck to not cast an opponent? Rude. Rude. Yeah, these look really bad. I mean, at least we're gonna get to enjoy this deck for a little bit, right? Like, this deck is at least kind of sweet to play. Like, it's obnoxious, but at least it's like doing awesome things while it's obnoxious. Alright, Stitcher. Show me Vengevine. Show me Vengevine. Unlucky. Do I make four power here? I think I'm gonna wait a turn. I can flashback looting next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a turn. Oh, and I missed a sub. Dark Magi, thank you for the year. I appreciate that. Sorry, I was chewing when you resubbed. Alright, hopefully this finds, like, Vengevine plus a 0. So... Oh, I should have kept the Blood Crypt, right? No, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this, and then next turn we flash back the other looting, and then any 0 gives us the Vengevine. Or any 1 or 0 gives us the Vengevine. We're dying pretty quickly to these spirits in the air now, though. I think we're a little bit too far behind at this point. If we would have hit Vengevine, if we would have got a Vengevine into turn this turn or last turn, I think we probably would have had enough. Yeah, that's gonna be lights out. Let's get these stupid Destructive Revelries out of our deck and just run them down. Let's do it. No, I don't think I really care about Campbell most games. I think our plan for Campbell is just like go around him, or like kick through him. That's true. That's true, Tracks. I forgot that Walking Ballista like had the text which he was intended to have on him. Huh. It's hard to mulligan Faithless Looting in the opener, huh? Like Faithless Looting, lands, Neonates. I think this has to be a keep. I should like draw mono Leylines. Yeah. I think Wizards of the Coast is a for-profit company that's allowed to do whatever they think will make them the most amount of money. Contrary to popular belief of Magic players, Wizards of the Coast is not a charity that's running Magic tournaments for their benefit. I think there's lots of things that make Magic cost too much money, and that Nexus of Fate is just the most recent one. That's fair. That's super fair, Burgle. That's super fair. I think the Nexus of Fate controversy, or whatever you want to call it, is far from the first time Magic the Gathering is going to cost an absurd amount of money for seemingly no reason, and it won't be the last. Huh. Nah, we'll draw another land at some point. I think so, Jet. This deck is, like, really explosive. So I could bring Gravecrawler back, but I think I'd rather just get Viscera Seer going. It allows me to, like, ditch... I really don't want them to, like, Thoughtseize or Inquisition the Viscera out of my hand here. Oh, that's true, Tom. No, actually, that's not true, Tom, because we could have held priority and responded again, and then it would have died before the spirits died. So we would have lost our bridges ultimately, but we would have gotten zombies from the ballista. Come on. Come on. So I'm taking a draw next turn, so I think I want to respond to this Scribe by sacrificing the other one here. Okay, we found a bridge. Not interested in a mountain. Not interested in another seer. Okay. People leave the game due to card accessibility all the time. Magic is an expensive game. Like, again, this is not a new problem. It's the same problem with a different face. Magic's always been expensive for seemingly arbitrary reasons. It's just a different seemingly arbitrary reason this time. Underground Sea is like $600 or $400 or whatever. Get upset about that. You know? It's like pick your latest thing. Liliana's cost how much? Blackcleave Cliffs cost how much? Leyline of the Void costs how much? Like, can we get upset about one of those? Oh, I could have put the Gravecrawler back into play here. Yeah, I should have done that. I probably should have played this and done that. I think they're 800. Good lord. Yeah, I think we're just too buried at this point. Alright. less successful than the previous league. Although I think we just lost the race in the first one. The graveyard, we are too buried. Yeah, like, you know, when people want to complain about, like, this new specific Magic card's expensive, Magic cards are always expensive. That's just how the game goes. It's a luxury hobby. It's not some basic human right. You think we were ahead there? Oh, the Gravecrawler interaction. Huh, I forgot about the Gravecrawler interaction, actually. Yeah, I think you're right. I think chat's correct. This hand's definitely a keep. No, I don't like Leyline in green-black. I'd play Surgical or Nile Spellbomb in green-black. I definitely didn't think about Gravecrawler in the bin, because I forgot to bring it back. Yeah, we definitely could have just Gravecrawlered them and grown them out. I think things that arbitrarily make Magic cost more money are silly. I guess I'll take that as a compliment, Amalek, maybe. Yeah, this is going to be the last deck for today. Usually aim to wrap up by 5 o'clock. Yeah, sure, AD Hammy. Like, complain about it, I guess. I'm just like, from a consistency standpoint, I just don't get why Nexus of Fate is a big deal and all these other things we're okay with. Like, it just doesn't seem any different to me. So I don't get why this is the one we're choosing to make a fuss about. Yeah. You know what make Magic cost money? When a bunch of people go out and buy 40 Nimble Obstructionists because I top-8'd with 4 of them in a deck, right? Like, that makes Magic expensive too. Like how much actually is Nexus of Fate? I'm gonna go to TCG Player. Nexus of Fate. This card better be like $100. $32. This is what people are upset about? Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. 30, look at that. Look, why are we upset about Nexus of Fate? This card costs $31. This card costs $32. Man, fucking Magic players, y'all are the worst. The worst thing about TCGs are the people who play them. Holy crap. I assumed that, like, Snappy Blaze, thanks for the brand new Twitch Prime, I appreciate that. I just assumed that, like, people losing their minds about this were like, it had to have been the most expensive card in Standard, right? I just assumed that it had to be the most expensive card in the format. Y'all are absurd. Like, everybody who is upset about this, you need some perspective, okay? You need some perspective in your lives. Is Card more than both of those? God bless if he is. God bless ya. Like, you could say comparing it to Underground Sea and like Liliana and Blackcleave Cliffs that's unfair because those are legacy and modern cards, and I'd agree with you there. But like, comparing it to other standard legal mythics, that seems like fair game to me. It's just like another mythic. Yes, unfortunately, you cannot Gargadon and then sack Bridge from below. You're unfortunately not quite there. Yeah, that's actually, I agree with that. The thing, you know what you should be complaining about? That you have to, that if to play this card on the Pro Tour, you have to have the head judge write Nexus of Fate on a basic mountain. That's what you should be complaining about. Jojo, love the content. Easily the most entertaining streamer I've ever watched stream Magic. Thank you for the 2 months, Jojo. I appreciate that, and welcome back. Yep. I feel like the people that like looking at the price of those cards, like people that are upset about this, you're just looking for something to be upset about. Like, if it wasn't this, I'm sure you'd be upset about something else. What if they named Bridge from below? No, our whole house of cards. Goblin Bushwhacker, that's a really good name. Can I draw a Faithless Looting, please? Or Stitcher's Apprentice. Stitcher's Apprentice would be absurd here. No, that's not a ghost. That's just like a quality name. Where all these decks are playing this card. I don't think that's spooky in the slightest. As someone who's like very aware of like when people could be ghosting, I really don't think that's spooky. They named Bushwhacker, which I think is just like a good name on their part. Yeah, just like name the card that kills you is just like sound Magic advice. You can't sack Bridge to Gargadon. It's not a legal play. I think we've kind of petered out to the point where they're actually not ahead now, even though they stumbled a little bit. I agree that the price of Standard is part of what keeps people from playing it too. Like, I've heard a lot of people say that, like, Standard's really good right now after it was bad for a while, but, like, people just don't want to risk it because it's so expensive to play Standard. Like, it's just, like, it costs so much that, like, if it's bad, like, they spent all this money on something that was bad. Actually, it was funny. I spent, like, half my time on the treadmill at the gym this morning reading cards in the new Warhammer card game that I picked up some stuff for, and I really liked that they don't have a mythic rarity in their game, because mythic rarity is nonsense. Like, just the biggest of cash grabs. It's like, let's make this mythic rarity and put planeswalkers at it. No, let's just print tournament staples at it. The Warhammer TCG is going to be online and paper, and the two are integrated together. When you buy a paper Warhammer card, you scan it into the digital app, and you get all of your paper cards in digital. It's really slick. Really, really slick. You can play just digitally as well, but it's going to let you, if you buy in paper, you will automatically have them in digital. I believe we're dead here. We'll take a draw step, but I believe we're dead. Warhammer Age of Sigmar Champions. It's Age of Sigmar Champions, I believe is what it's called. Oh, good. Another castable enchantment. What a plenty cast. I just want to put Bridge from Below on the stack at least once in my life. Their digital client has an aspect where you can unclaim a card that you've scanned in. So when you scan the card into your digital account, you have the option to unclaim it and trade it with it, or you could just keep the digital version and trade just the physical card. Did I have a looting in my bin? God, I'm so distracted. We're ranting and stuff. This is a bad deck to play distracted. I need Kent to keep me focused. Like, we probably could have won that third game against Mardu with the Gravecrawler. Thanks for the 7 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. No, it's a card game, Gokai. It's not a miniatures game. Canning Gear, thank you for the $10 donation. Let's keep driving up the queue. Here's 10 more for black-white cards. Also, not sure if I'm a tier 2 sub yet. So tier 2 subs cannon, that's a different price point for tier 2 subs. It's not you age into a tier 2 sub. Third, I didn't have another zombie, so I couldn't scry with that. All right, what am I cutting? I think it's some mix of these things. I think it's like... I think I'm cutting Greater Gargadon here because I just don't want the grind. It's also really bad against. It's all really bad against that. Each card has a unique code on it, Coach Berg. So if the individual card's already been claimed by someone on the digital, someone else can't claim it. So also it means don't post any pictures of your cards until you've scanned them, because other people could scan them off the pictures if you haven't. This is not good enough. It just doesn't really do anything. This hand is very good. Casting bridge from below. Take my bits, you amazing monster. Thank you, extras. I appreciate that. Yeah, the gameplay was pretty interesting, Fulgrim. I actually ended up, their game had 4 starter decks. They actually ended up buying all 4 of them at Gen Con to play with. I've not Dylan Bane. This is definitely a keep. This deck has so many sequencing decisions. I think I'm supposed to lead on Stitcher Supplier here. This deck does mulligan well. We won a lot of games on Moldifives when we were playing yesterday. Yeah, GW, it's actually going to have a mobile client before it has a PC client. It's supposed to be on Android and iOS by the end of the month. Ooh, we hit a bridge. That's sweet. So next turn, I can either go Neonate, Bin, Bridge, or I can go Neonate, Bin, Vengevine, Floop, Venge... Oh, nope. Neonate, Bin, Bridge it is. Got it. Check. All right. That's... Woof. Okay. I could have made a turn 1 vegetable there. I think this is better for me, though. They did find their hate card. My Vengevines are castable, though. I'm like, I'm going to put 8 power into play this turn. So, like... Yep, and on this link here, I describe what I give the different subs in terms of bonuses. Because the subs just aren't for show on this channel. The people that support me extra get a little bit of a bonus and dictate what we play and when. I think I kinda would rather just play the Ballista for 0 this turn. Let's see what we draw here. Hopefully we draw another 0 and just like make 8 more power this turn. Yeah. And nice Grafdigger's Cage. I don't know how I'm ever gonna beat all this graveyard hate. I think we're in a pretty good spot. Like, Thalia's like their best card here, but even that's going to be a little bit slow. Auriok Champion, sure. So they're still going to take 12, 13 next turn. Prime reset method is very unintuitive. Thank you, Squee. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for the continued support. Do I kill the Auriok Champion? I should kill the Auriok Champion, right? 10 out of 10. Oh, wait, are they dead? So Ballista makes 3, which means they gain 3, so they go to 22. And then I'm going to have 6 zombies plus this, so they're going to go to 23. They'd block this, take 18, 20. I can put them to 3. I can put them to 3, leaving the Auriok Champion in play. And then they can just never win, right? And I'm pretty confident we put them to 3. Or I could Walking Ballista, kill the champion, attack. It's probably better to kill the champion. I think it's better to kill the champion here. They're pretty dead regardless. I feel like all our roads lead to Rome here. I feel like all the roads lead to Rome, chat. It's fine the champion eats the bridges. Like, I don't need any more zombies, right? Like, we have enough. Even if they meddling mage us here, right? Like, they're not taking 0 this turn, they're taking 9. Like, they're going to 12, they're going to 13. Like, they're still very far behind. If they cast meddling mage naming Bushwhacker, like, I just, I have 13 power in play still. I take a screenshot here. Nice. Nice turn 1 cage. Yeah, you're super dead. We lose to Maelstrom Pulse. It would have to be like Simian Spirit Guide Manamorphose Pulse, right? Whee! Finally a Jund deck that's good. It's funny because it's sad. I think I'm happy with how we boarded. I don't think I want Destructive Revelry for like 2 cages. Like, it feels bad, but when they cage us, but I think, like, the odds of them having the cage are like really low, right? Like, Destructive Revelry is pretty bad. Do we want I think Gargadon's not good enough because of Reflector Mage. And like Reflector Mage is like definitely in their deck. After that, they probably boarded Cage out. Oh, I hope so. How do I feel on this one? I feel like this isn't good enough, right? Yeah, I think I go to 5 here. Looking for a bridge. Bridge or looting. Okie-doke. That's a good draw. No, this hand is different. It's better. We have Excellent. 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 Alrighty. Ship it. Magic's great. This deck is great. And this is like we're 0-2 in this league, but I made some mistakes, and I feel like I've had a lot of choices. So, like, while this deck is definitely obnoxious, I'm really enjoying playing it. It's like we're getting to make a lot of meaningful choices while we play. While we wait for the next match in this league to pop, I'd just like to thank everyone for hanging out. I do appreciate it. There's a lot of different things you could be doing, different people you could be watching. Thanks for spending part of your time here with us. Remember, if you like this deck and you didn't watch our league with it yesterday, check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. Search for the Bridgevine deck. It'll be up there. We played a league yesterday with it as well. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are the people that keep me employed here full time. I do this because I love it, but I wouldn't be able to be here day in and day out as often as I am without the support of my subs. Past that, you can support my stuff by supporting some of my very wonderful sponsors. MTGOtraders.com will love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there with them. Sanguines, if you go to their website, they have the rules and pictures of their whole first set on their website. The mobile app doesn't let you play the game yet. It's supposed to by the end of the month. Honey is a free browser add-on that when you install it using link bit.ly/HoogleHoney, you'll be supporting my content here at absolutely no cost to yourself. What Honey does is when you're shopping online, it takes a look at stuff you put into your shopping cart and searches automatically for coupon codes. And if it can find a coupon code, it offers to save you some money. And if it can't, it just leaves you completely alone. Thank you for the bits, Bear Senior. I appreciate that. Lisa would like to get you on your way to a better night's sleep. Christy and I have been sleeping with Lisa for the last 2 months now, and we really enjoy it. I don't think we'd ever go back to traditional pillow top mattress. You can save $160 or more on your new foam mattress by checking out links bit.ly/HoogleBedUS and bit.ly/HoogleBedCA. And of course, we'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoaglandia. Please talk to a friendly moderator about getting your complimentary timeout. Heading on into our fourth match here. We're 1-2 in this league, but I think the deck probably could have been at least 2-1 if I'd have played a little bit better. This deck's really sweet, and I'm having a lot of fun learning the ins and outs of it. On a scale of Lantern to People's Cannon, it's really close to People's Cannon, Ectomaniac. It's like the things this deck is doing are like busted. How many people have used the referral code for these? I have 4 confirmed mattress sales last time I checked. What do we think on this? I feel like I keep this. Like bridge looting seems fine. Like any other bridge or zero, or even a Vengevine's pretty good here. It is far more than Christy thought I would have. You're not wrong. I won that bet. What? Sure. I'm pretty confident they're supposed to take the Faithless Looting there. I don't know what the rest of their hand is, but I feel like not taking Faithless Looting has got to be wrong. Yeah. If I'm on the... I can't... Like, I couldn't pick 5 other cards in my hand to not take Faithless Looting, I feel. Yeah, and that's definitely fair. I think there's a very real chance that they're just like not familiar with like what this deck is doing, and that's definitely a very real leg up when you're playing it. I think I've been a Bushwhacker here, right? Yeah, I think it's second whack. Pass the turn here. Probably Grixis Shadow. The Blood Crypt on 1 out of Grixis Shadow is strange. Excuse me. Hollowed one, maybe? Hollowed one with weird fetches? Some Hollowed one decks are playing Thoughtseize in the main. This means they're not playing Grixis Shadow. Can I have a second Vengevine? Deck is dumb. Do I think this deck is fine for Modern? I think this deck generates terrible games of Magic the Gathering and shouldn't be legal. That being said, we're probably going to enjoy it a lot on stream while it is. Yeah, it could be Mardu Pyromancer without Marsh Flats. It's probably not an unreasonable suggestion. Oh no! You replaced my 4/3 with a 2/2. Oh no! Red source here lets us go Seer into Bushwhacker. Why is this dead? Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? Just like... Just do this, make a zombie, kick my Bushwhacker, bring back my Vengevine, give my zombies haste. Hutcha! Hutcha! Alright, get him! Get him! I'm gonna get him! Check, check, check it. See? Wreck, wreck, wreck it. See? How you doing? How you doing? How do we feel about click and submit? What would I ban? Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting. That's the card. Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting and Ancient Stirring should not be legal for the same reason that Ponder and Preordain are not legal. Period. End of story. You can. There's going to be a bunch of people that file in the chat and give me things about deck building restrictions, but that's just the TLDR. You can subscribe using your mobile browser. This link here. How am I supposed to flute pigs without lootings? The question you just gotta ask yourself. I think I just click submit here, right? As far as this game is concerned. We don't really know what they're doing. And, like, the great thing about playing a deck like this is even when we do know what they're doing, we could just kill them. This hand doesn't accomplish anything. My experience so far is that you want to mulligan pretty aggressively for Faithless Lootings and Citrus Suppliers in your opener. Occasionally, Neonate plus Bridge is good enough as well. It's like how playing Hallowed Fountain is a deck building restriction. You restrict your deck to losing a lot. Oh, that's so good. Yes, it's great. I think I actually don't want a second one here. If we, oh, maybe I do want a second one because if they thought sees me. Yeah, I should have kept that. I should have kept that. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Please, Moto Scrybug, when I need you most. Please, Moto Scrybug, when I need you most. Yeah. Yep. I didn't assess the card in the context of the matchup that we're playing. I think they're going to take the looting this time. They messed it up last time. I don't think they're going to mess it up again. It's a good draw. Okay. Ooh, they're on the one-lander. Okay, sweet. So... Huh. So I can kind of power through this, right? I can go fetch Shock here and, like, force them to crack this without drawing a card. Because I'm going to get to go Neonate, bin Vengevine. Neonate, bin Vengevine, and then play Gravecrawler. And then they're going to have to crack this so I don't Vengevine them. This is why they paused on their 7. They kept a 7 that didn't have a second land in it, but it had a spell bomb. Which this is something that happens a lot when you're playing decks like this. People keep kind of mediocre hands on the back of having their sideboard card in them. Suspend this as a special game action real quick here. So if they try and kill my stuff, I get to get it back. Leyline and Rest in Peace are okay against this deck. That being said, sometimes Rest in Peace is too slow. There are lots of games where Rest in Peace is not fast enough in this matchup against this deck. I actually think the Jeskai Thing in the Ice deck that we played today is probably very good against this deck. That deck has, what is that? It has Surgical and Anger of the Gods in the sideboard, and Thing in the Ice is also pretty reasonable, on top of having Path to Exile. So, I think if you're looking to play a deck that's probably well positioned against this, I would look into the Jeskai Thing deck that we played earlier today. It'll be up on YouTube later, and we've played it in a league in the past before, too. I think I'm also going to be adding it to my website. Do you have 4 Leyline of Sanctity in your Grishoalbrand sideboard? I believe so. You can find my latest Grishoalbrand sideboard on my website, jeffhoagland.com/decklists. How can they lose, chat? They drew their graveyard hate. We can never win. We can never win, right? They drew their graveyard hate. All right. 2-2. This is my last deck for today. I'm going to be signing off after this one. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. I appreciate it. Thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime support, Microbiologist. I really appreciate that. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month. Yeah, one more match here before we wrap up for the day. Finley, it's on there, but it's further back because we played the same list we played last time. Wizards of the Coast has set the precedent that they do not ban the payoffs, they ban the enablers in Modern. And honestly, I think that's a good precedent to have. Making decks weaker instead of getting rid of them. Do you remember the last time they banned a payoff in Modern? We still hear about Splinter Twin, right? That was the last time we banned a payoff in Modern. Ooh, this should be interesting. I wonder how this matchup plays out. I'm going to lead on Insolent Neonate here, because I can make a zombie with it. I can, like, gain 2 and make a zombie. They mulliganed pretty low. Do I think Twin should be unbanned? Yep. I done ban a bunch of stuff in Modern. I done ban Twin, I done ban Pod, I done ban Stoneforge Mystic, I done ban Green Sun Zenith. I think all of these sweet cards would be fine. Lavamancer is actually kind of scary because they're going to be able to... We drew a land off of Goblin Guide in our 17 land deck. God bless. Baleful Strix isn't banned. It's just never been printed in a Modern legal set, for reference. I think I'm going to lead on looting here. I actually don't feel like we're in that good of a spot. Our hand really hasn't come together well. This Gargadon's probably much too slow. I got you, Reserve. I consider just that, the enabler versus the payoff. You ban the card that helps you find the things or get to the things that actually end the game, as opposed to getting rid of the key cards the decks are named after. They attack with the Goblin Guide here. I get to throw Stitcher Supplier in front of it. Summer Bloom. Summer Bloom's an enabler. They didn't ban Primeval Titan. They banned Summer Bloom. They banned Seething Song. They banned Rite of Flame. They don't ban Grape Shot. These are important distinctions. Alright, so I'm gonna go Viscera Seer, sack Stitcher Supplier, and then probably kick Bushwhacker here. I'm gonna fetch Shock before I do anything here. Yeah, they banned Eye, not Thought Not Seer. Sure, Squirrel Party, but we're talking about explicitly Modern. We're talking about things that they have done in Modern. See, like a Vengevine on top. We could put that into play. So do I want to kick this Bushwhacker or not? I think I do. I think I want to kick this and attack. The second Bushwhacker probably means we have lethal here. No, I don't, chat. I'm intentionally not responding to the trigger by making a zombie. That's on purpose. I wanted to leave blockers back. So I think I'm okay with this just happening. I'm gonna lose my bridge, but that's fine. I honestly wasn't expecting them to block here, but I guess they're losing this race by enough that maybe I should have. No, I think I want to trade for the Goblin Guide here. I think this is fine. They only have one card in their hand, so, like, I think this is okay for us. Oh, I could upgrade Bushwhacker after damage. Yeah, that was good. I should have responded to the bridge leaving play trigger by sacrificing the Bushwhacker. That 10 out of 10 should have happened. That was a very good suggestion. No, I definitely don't mind my bridge going away, but I should have upgraded this into a 2-2. That definitely should have happened. So again, in response to that bridge trigger leaving, I could have sacrificed this to Viscera Seer, which would then have given me a zombie in play. Yeah, there's that. Like I said, this deck is very obnoxious and degenerate, but it's not like some modern decks where, like, there's no choices in it. There are so many choices this deck gets to make. It's absurd. Alright, so I'm casting this. Oh, maybe should I not have done that? I get to kick Bushwhacker. Do I want to leave myself dead to Boros Charm? Do I want to leave myself dead to Boros Charm? If I fetch Shock to 4, I can go Gravecrawler Bushwhacker. I know, chat, I know there's a Gravecrawler in the bin. Stop it. This is lethal, though. This is lethal. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and kick like this. If they have Lightning Helix, I get in trouble, though. I'm aware they have one card. Like, chat, I'm talking about, these are the things you want to be doing when you're playing a deck like this. You want to be talking about the things and thinking about the things that beat you and the things that don't beat you and what's worth playing around. That's how you diagnose and analyze the lines that you're making. So, like, this attack and my sequence here lost to Lightning Helix, likely, but didn't lose to Boros Charm. There's not another basic in our deck. We only have one basic mountain. Alright, so these Collective Brutalities are coming in, especially on the draw, I think. I'm going to trim these Greater Gargadons. The sideboarding with this deck is so clean. No, they'd Helix me, Fulgrim. They would Helix my face. So that way the attacks... Yeah, they would Helix me so they could untap and draw a burn spell. No, their Lavamancer activations were definitely medium minus. Yeah, we don't really have, like, the grindy aspect with it. So do we want axes and bolts? Some of these might be okay. Maybe trimming, like, a Gravecrawler is fine. Boarding, like, 4 cards about is fine, I think. Let's do this. Let's do this. That's a good catch, Jace. That's a good catch. Gosh, this hand is so absurd with a Faithless Looting. We're gonna mulligan. You can't keep this. But this hand's very good. Yeah, I'm in for a second land. We are 2-2 in this league. Although I think if I would have played better Magic, we'd be 3-1. I definitely threw away at least one of the games we lost. Maybe 2, honestly. I think I'm shocking on one here. I think I'm just gonna bin the looting here. And, like, next turn go Ballista Bushwhacker kicked. And the following turn just, like, Bushwhacker kicked. Like, if we draw a third land in there, we could go, like, Neonate Bushwhacker kicked on 3. This deck has a ton of sequencing decisions. There's so many 1-mana spells in it. Oh, did they draw Rip? This deck has hands that can beat Rest in Peace. This is not one of them. I don't even know that I want Destructive Revelry in my deck, honestly. I think I just want to do this. On the play, Rest in Peace is really slow. Can I just, like... I think I'm just gonna do this. We don't care about idle on a lot of games, chat. I think we just race the Rip on the play. This hand's not good enough. This doesn't really do anything with no draw. I can't keep a 1-lander. Yeah, this hand's fine. Eidolon is not very good in... Eidolon, generally speaking, is not good in aggressive mirrors, especially when you're on the draw. Yeah, I think we lead on Supplier. It's a similar enabler to Faithless Looting, and we don't have anything that we actively want to discard in our hand currently. Plus, I want to get a 1-1 into play that I can start attacking with. And if they play a 1-drop themselves, I get to chunk block and then, like, mill 3 more. Come on. Come on. Yep. Come on. Ditch to Vengevine. Looking for Bridge or another Vine. Brutality's not bad. So... what's my sequence here? I'm definitely binning the fetch. The Bushwhacker might just let me race better than the Brutality, honestly. I kind of just want to keep the Bushwhacker. No, we're definitely keeping the Neonate. I think it's Ditch Land Brutality, chat. Because, like, this Bushwhacker represents 4 points of damage next turn, right? Plus a body. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's Land Brutality. Which feels weird, right? But, like, also, like, we're also just, like, out of cards, right? So, like, Brutality's much worse when we're out of cards. And, like, this way, like, if their turn 2 is Rest in Peace here, like, who cares, right? Yeah, but, like, what is it clearing a path for? Like, we're just gonna trade this for something, and we're gonna deal damage with it, and it's not gonna cost us an extra card to deal damage with it. Please cast Rest in Peace. And cast Rest in Peace, we'll attack them for 8 next turn. 9? Yeah, it's 2, 2, and 5. Okay, any 0 or 1 is great here. And if we brick, I can get a redraw with Neonate. God, if we draw Bridge and then redraw into a 1, or into a 0, that would be absurd. Come on, 0. Come on, 0. Come on, 0. We're very unlucky, chat. Just the unluckiest. Good enough. Good enough. It was a 1, like. Go. It'll do, pig. It'll do. It wasn't the Stone Cold Nuts. But chat, oh no, what if they play Eidolon this turn? How will we ever win if they play Eidolon? Did I miss a sub? I think I might have missed a sub there. Did I? No, we're good. We're good. I just attack with these two, right? What do you think of that? Just attack with my 1/1s? No, I don't want to lose my bridge, I don't think. It's really not Bright Mist. People always pigeonhole and focus so hard on the hands with decks like this that just run the opponent into the ground completely that I really feel like they miss a lot of these percentage points in the matchup where you have a ton of these little decisions to make. I mean, if they kill their own thing with a burn spell, like, that's fine with us, right? Like, we come out really far ahead of that exchange. We could also die to Waiting here. They have 1 card in their hand and we're going to 7. So they could go... Boros Charm plus Spike or Bolt next turn. Okay. Good. Yep. Brutality would be absurd here. Do I even flash back this looting? I don't think I do, right? Why do we want Bridge in the bin? What does Bridge in the bin do for me? Why does it mean we can all out swing? If I all out swing, they go like chump here, I lose my bridges, they still have a Grim Lava Mansion, they take 2, they go to 3. That doesn't seem very appealing. Like, I feel like everybody in chat's just like really focused on just like attacking with everything, and you're not thinking through the permutations that this combat could have. I like not fetching 2. I think I want to attack with Vengevine plus Zombie this turn. What do we think about Vengevine Stitcher Zombie? I think I like leaving the Bushwhacker back. I'm going to leave the Bushwhacker back. So, attacking with Vengevine plus these 3 means they have to block either Vengevine or both of these, which I think is good for me. Like, obviously, especially with the Grim Lavamancer in their card in hand, they have a series of cards that kill us here. But I think I like this. And we're dead. Right? Yep. That's a close set. I don't know that I had anything different that I could do in this fifth and final match, but I definitely think I could have likely won the Goryo's Vengeance matchup and the Mardu Pyromancer matchup that we played in round 2 with better play. And I don't think we had any permutations that allowed us to play around Deflecting Palm. Thoughts on this archetype? This deck has a lot going on. Honestly, I would probably need to play another league or 2 with this main deck at this point to really know if I wanted to change anything. I've seen some people playing like Bloodghast, so maybe we'll try that next time. But honestly, I really like how clean this main deck is in terms of like all 4 ofs. If you want to see more of this deck, you didn't see our league yesterday. I was live yesterday for a league with this deck as well. Check Bridgevine on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/JeffHoagland. I think I'm also going to add this deck to my website later tonight, so it'll be easier to find there as well. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I do appreciate it. I'm going to be signing off for the day. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I hope to see all of y'all then. Everybody have a good evening.